Okay, here we have our Quran pen reader product. As you can see, it comes in a nice big box. It is a gift box as well. We'll open it up and have a look at the contents inside. So as you can see inside here, some of the contents that we do have is the Quran itself. We have a teacher book. We'll come to that and we'll look at that in a bit more depth. We also have our dua card and our function card as well here. Inside, just a few accessories we have here is the earphones for private listening. We also have a holder which can attach to the actual pen itself, which you can carry when you're out on the go. And also the USB lead as well. This is to actually charge the pen. Here we have a plug for customers buying from America. So it's a 2-pin plug which goes into the main sockets in the US. And the main feature is the actual pen itself. We'll just move these to the side for now. Okay, and we will have a look at how the actual pen works itself. So if I just take this out of the actual packaging, and just to show you the buttons on here. So here we have the power button. So if I just press this to turn it on. As you can see, here is the actual speaker. And here, just a few buttons, very simple to use. We have the volume buttons here. So as you can see, volume up and volume down. Here we have the play and pause button, and these two buttons here, if you hold these, this is to skip through the various reciters and the different languages, the translation on the pen as well. So just as an example,
Al-Husari, Al-Hudayfi, Al-Ghamidi. English.
So that's the English translation.
Abdul Basit.
So if we give a demonstration of how this works, here we have the Quran. So if I just randomly turn to any page here, and it's just a simple case of placing the pen over the ayat of the Quran for it to read. And we can also listen to it with different reciters.
Word to As-Sudais.
So if we put the pen over the ayat again. And the same applies for when we want to listen to it in different languages. So for the translation,
word to.
So this is the Urdu translation. And this is for the English translation.
Abdul Basit. English.
So the English translation.
But if they separate by divorce, Allah will enrich each of them from His abundance, and ever is Allah encompassing and wise.
So that's an example of how to listen to the ayats of the Quran. We can also listen to whole surahs, and the way to do this, if we turn to a short surah, we will turn to the opening surah of the Quran, Al-Fatiha. As we explained, to listen to the ayat, we just put the pen over the ayat itself.
All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the worlds.
So if I just select a reciter from here,
Al-Ghamidi.
and the only thing we do to listen to the whole surah without having to select ayat by ayat is to place the pen over the title, the name of the surah itself. So up here. And we can use this button here to play and pause that at any time whatsoever. So we can use this pen throughout the whole of the Quran by listening to 6 different reciters in the Arabic language, and as also mentioned earlier, the English translation and the Urdu translation. So that's the Quran itself. If we put this to the side, and I will demonstrate how the teacher book works. So if I start by opening this up, as you can see, we start with the Arabic alphabet itself. Again, simple case, just place the pen over the actual letter and it will read it out to you.
Alif,
So,
Ba, Ta, Tha.
and it's fantastic for those who do have the intention to learn the Arabic language as well, in order to read the Quran, because it gives you an idea of how to pronounce every letter itself. And as you progress through this book, we have what we call the Qaida inside as well, where we can learn various letters with different forms of vocabulary as well. So as you can see, different pronunciation.
Ta, Ti, Tu, Ba, Ti, Ya.
And we also have lengthening letters as well.
Alif, Lam, Mim.
Very good for learning. And we also have the rules of tanween as well.
Tan, Tin, Zan, Hashara.
We move through this book. As you can see, it becomes more advanced as you progress through your learning. Just a few more examples here.
Ibn, Ibbi, Ibbu, Ashtatan, Mamnunin.
And as we go along, we'll improve with our learning abilities until we actually come up to the testimonies of faith, so we can listen to how these are pronounced. This is for people at a beginner stage.
La ilaha illallah, Muhammadun Rasulullah.
And here we have the Shahada itself.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله.
As we move forward, we have the conducts of prayer as well. So we have the Azaan, the call to prayer. We can listen to how the Azaan is recited as well.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah.
As we move forward, we have the dua for responding to Azaan.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
The dua for after the Azaan, we also have the assembled to prayer as well. The intention, the niyyah to make before you actually perform the salah itself. And the actual prayer itself, so the actions along with what we read at what point. Very good for learning as well, because we can listen to how everything is pronounced. So as we move through this is all related to prayer and du'as. We also have the qunut, the du'a qunut, prayer which we recite in the witr salah. Moving on from there, we have various du'as, so different supplications to recite at different points in the day. So as an example, the du'a to recite, the prayer to recite upon waking up.
Alhamdulillah alladhi ahyana ba'dama amatana wa ilayhi nushur.
And we have various ones: entering the toilet, leaving the toilet, washing oneself, purifying yourself, up when eating, entering the masjid. We have another one.
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة